Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Doug Jenkins with the Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. We are having errors. Let's try that again. This Facebook is the one we want to be on. Good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins from the Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. We are live, we think, from the site of this year's Hancock Leadership Class Project out here at Riverview Terrace. I have Megan Moore with me to talk all about it. Megan, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me today.
So let's talk about, first of all, what the class project is and why we're standing in front of a beautiful playground.
Awesome. Well, we had lots of great opportunities for projects this year. I think this one just spoke to us all about just trying to start and get that process of wanting to build a community back up into Riverview Terrace. So a great opportunity to use existing playground equipment from Lincoln Schools came into our hands, and we thought this was the best project to use it for and bring some life back into this community here.
Well, it is a very cool project, and not one that you can just say, hey, we're doing this, and then it's done. No. There was a lot of planning, a lot of conversations that had to take place, most notably getting this playground equipment out here, making sure that, one, you're able to do it, and then two, how do we get it out here? How do we get it set back up? Walk us through that process.
Well, I think in hindsight, we didn't know how difficult a playground would be to build and all the rules and regulations. We were very lucky. Alveda Construction has Brian more into our mix here, and Brian's job is construction management. And if we didn't have Brian, I don't think we would have known all the details that go into this. But it went from the property that bought Lincoln School, the owners donating this, to the city of Findlay, able to help us get it out and then store it all winter, which was huge because where do you keep something like this all winter? And they helped us paint it, get it ready. We were able to find the old vendor for this playground equipment, and they were willing to come out at a very reduced rate to help us put it back together, which was amazing. And then just like I said, Alveda Construction came into play. We had to get with RCM Architects and all of the logistics with that. Who else did we have to deal with? They were able to model this up for us, getting all the permits and all the things that go into play, from just how much excavating and drainage and all the ins and outs that are underneath all this mulch is amazing to me.
And it's not just something that you guys contracted someone to do. There was sweat equity in this for the project or for the class as well.
Yes. So we tried to get out as much as possible, whether it was, doing fundraiser activities. We had a night at Texas Roadhouse to try and get donations that way, to coming out here and distributing flyers to get the community of Riverview Terrace involved and wanting them to get their input, to just, coming out, mulching, topsoiling, doing all the things we could do.
So that is the what. The why, I think, is even more interesting. There was a study of health outcomes in Hancock County.
Yep.
This was an area you can get more people active, you can make a big difference there. Let's walk through going through some of the data and what made this the appealing project.
Yeah, I think so. There were some certain areas that came out from that study, that basically had a 20-year age disparity. And so to think that the folks that live in this community have a 20-year age disparity, it's how do we connect with these folks and what things do they need to make their lives a little better? So, this was a way to start engaging with the children. I think we can all agree, COVID times, we all got a little more close to just being home and not coming out. And I think it's just getting this folks to all come out and start utilizing this playground, be healthy, be active, get off social media as much, and just play and then get to know each other as neighbors.
That is a great point, and it's a very walkable community. So you walk up here with the kids, hang out, meet the neighbors. The kids run off. We all need the kids to run off some energy.
You definitely want that.
A great space to do that. I can see 100 places where my kids, when they were little, that they would have found opportunities to jump and run around, and it would be a really good time. So almost done. The ribbon cutting, the official ribbon cutting, will take place this Thursday. But still a little work to be done yet to complete the project.
Yes, so we have the fencing guides are coming in. Hopefully tomorrow. It's going to rain, so hopefully tomorrow and Wednesday, but for sure we want it to be done by Thursday. And then other than that, it's just finalizing. We have some signage that's going to be coming out to just promote everybody that gave something towards the project, whether they donated items or they gave us money. It's all going to be on a nice sign that's going to be out here as well.
So from the Hancock leadership perspective, this is one thing that every class does. They have a class project. This is the one that you selected. What were the takeaways that you have from working in this environment to get this project from idea to here that really come back to that leadership element?
I think it's just using our resources. We get to really, communicate with community leaders and getting folks to just want to help in a small project. It seems like a small project, but it's going to make a big difference to all of these people in this community. And it just shows what leadership in a community can do. They say it takes a village. And I think this is for sure a way that we took a big group of the community to help this village in particular. So.
And if it's something that you feel like you would be interested in the future, good news. We are accepting applications for Hancock Leadership Class of 2027 right now, so you can apply for that on the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce website. Megan, this is awesome.
Thank you.
You guys did a great job with this. Being able to kind of be around it on the edges and just hear the conversations. I know there was a moment of what did we get ourselves into?
Definitely lots of those.
So when you take yourself from that moment to now this,
Yes.
and the ribbon coming in later this week, it's going to feel pretty good.
Yep, I think just seeing it infiltrated with children, hopefully on Thursday, will all make a world of difference in knowing it was worth doing. So
Very
looking
good.
forward to it.
Well, Megan, thank you for joining us today. We decided to do today rather than tomorrow. Weather looks like it's going to be, it's beautiful outside.
beautiful.
So we decided to do that. Of course, if you're driving around County Road 140, you'll be able to see everything taking place on Thursday and beyond. So thanks for coming out here today.
Thanks for having me.
Be sure to check it out. Again, if you're interested in Hancock leadership, check out our website, FindlayHancockChamber.com. For Megan, I'm Doug. Have a great afternoon, everybody.